Well, for all of us, as we practice presence and we grow in presence at some level, and what it almost is also is, if I say I'm not going to do it, or it's too hard, or I'm too busy, what actually is the alternative for me? And that's what I had to ask myself many years ago when I started. And the alternative for me was completely unacceptable, because the alternative for me was, when I was alone with myself, I managed to screw it up all the time with the compulsive thinking, the repetitive thinking, the judging, the comparing. And this is, Tio said, when you do it in the morning, okay, you absolutely have a better day. But when you do it throughout the day, the connection, the not only with spirit, with God's spirit, but with each other, becomes so much more ingrained and real, because we know all of us are in the same boat. I'm doing this over 20 years, but if I stop, guess what? In a very short period of time, I'll be right back in my head. And if I said, there's two reasons why I believe myself or any of us will continue doing presence. Number one, it's that inner response we get as we bring in stillness. Because without stillness, it's simply not, God can't change us. Be still and know that I am God. It's really, he made it very simple for us. But the other is, I refuse to live a life creating inner fears and conflicts. That's exactly what I do in an unconscious state. And when I know I have that choice, that's huge. I mean, it's beyond anything I ever imagined. And I'm sure you all feel the same way at some level. Now, you know, when you do it, there is a clear before and after at some level. But that don't stay at the level it is now. It only gets deeper and deeper and deeper until it becomes effortless. Why wouldn't I bring in stillness if, when I bring in stillness, I don't have any inner fears or conflicts in that moment? And like Jack says, I don't breathe for 3 breaths, 10, 20. I give you a perfect example. I hate driving, okay? Once in a while, we go to Vegas, me and my wife. We don't gamble. We just go to Vegas to go to restaurants and shows.
That's
I
me.
stop breathing when I hit the road, and I stop breathing when I get to Vegas. And I am not bored. It's absolutely an enjoyable thing for me to do. Where before it was torture. But it's, our hope obviously is this, as I said earlier, is that over the next month, as the class ends, each of you make a decision to bring it to your own home groups. That's really the gift. Because I think there's one question all of us would absolutely agree on. Presence per se, what we're doing or anything else that brings us to presence. Is there anything more important than being more present to God's presence within us? I mean, is there anything more important? Really, there isn't. Because all we do without it is create inner fears or conflicts. It's really that simple.